never need prescriptions, but I'm smoking on that medical. Laughing to the bank, this shit hysterical. I could lead the Israelites to Jericho. Heard she got a boyfriend, I know she think I'm sexy though. I'm not an ordinary local rapper, I'm professional. Why you roll oregano? I'm in a place they never go. Threaten me to never show. More money, more problems, bitch. Who's to say we better, bro? You don't chase your dreams, you may never know. You may never know. Well, I'm a little reminder. Show up with my squad, black gloves, peaky blinders.
Ramily. Welcome in to our Week 9 game preview. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Green Bay Packers. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and follow me on X at Shay. Tweeted that, linked below. So game line for this game. Well, firstly, the game is at 1 p.m. this Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The game line, which shocks me, but I kind of understand with everything, the way it's going for our quarterback situation. The Rams are actually underdogs, +3. The over-under is 38.5. Wild, right? We're underdogs. Granted, we are on the road, but to a 2-5 team. Despicable. All right, let's look at some numbers for our Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are averaging 21.9 points per game, 17 total touchdowns. They are allowing 23 points per game now. Not good. First down percentage. They are, total first downs 165. 51 of those by rushing, 98 by passing, 16 of those by penalty. On third down, they are 42.86%, pretty solid. Fourth down, 70% solid. Passing, 1,960 net passing yards. 8 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and Matthew Stafford has been sacked 20 times. The Rams defense has only got 15 sacks. We have 208 rushing attempts, 876 rushing yards, 4.2 yards per carry, with 9 rushing touchdowns. Total yards per game, 373.5, while we allow 346.6. That's good yards per game, but we're allowing a little bit too many yards for my liking. Time of possession, we're pretty much dead even, 30 minutes, 31 seconds, while allowing 29 minutes, 59 seconds. Let's look at our opponents. The Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers averaging 20 points per game, allowing 22.3 points per game. Third down efficiency, they are 40%. Fourth down efficiency, 50%. They have 1,390 net passing yards. Ugh, that's ugly. That does not include sacks. Love has only been sacked 14 times, and their defense has 19 sacks. They have 162 rush attempts for 619 yards at 3.8 yards per carry with 4 rushing touchdowns, and they allowed 7 rushing touchdowns. They're averaging 303.6 yards per game while allowing 355.7 yards per game. That's good for us. Time of possession, they only have the ball 27 minutes, 11 seconds while allowing 32 minutes, 48 seconds. Again, that is good for us. So looking at those numbers, this is another offense that we're facing that on paper we should do good against. Let's look at the quarterbacks. We have our guy Matthew Stafford. I am going to say he's playing. He's not going to practice this week, but This is Matthew Stafford. His team is 3-5. He's a tough son of a gun. He is gonna play. His PFF this year, 83.7. He's eighth in passing yards, 21st in passing TDs, and eighth in interceptions. His counterpart, Jordan Love, has a PFF of 64.5. He's 23rd in passing yards, 11th in passing touchdowns, and second in interceptions. His Green Bay offense has the second worst completion percentage in the NFL, completing 57.87% of their passes. The Rams defense has been very good at preventing completions. They actually rank seventh in opposing completion percentage at 60.84%. Good news. In the last three games, the Rams have ran the ball 47.43%, which is the seventh highest rate in the NFL in that 3 game time span. Packers defense is 25th in opponents EPA rush and 18th in opponent rush success rate. So, keys to the game: run the ball. This is a team that we should have success at running the ball. It's going to be colder, although I think it's going to be in the 40s, 50s come game time, so not bad. But it still is not a stadium, so let's get the run game going. Darrell Henderson has looked solid for us. Royce Freeman has looked solid for us. Let's pound the ball. We have Matthew Stafford with a UCL. We don't need to get crazy with passing, but we should get crazy with running on this team. We see that they don't control the clock, which is those teams that usually control the clock are the teams that usually give us issues. Good news. When it comes to the pass game, let's be very short to intermediate in these routes. Let's not take chances throwing it deep. That the deep balls allow the pass rush to get through. We don't need that. We need the team to stay healthy, right? And mainly we need our guy, Matthew Stafford, to stay healthy. Injury report quickly on the Rams side. Again, Rob Havenstein did not practice yesterday. Matthew Stafford, as I mentioned, did not practice yesterday. He probably won't practice all week. It's going to be a game time decision. Ernest Jones has not practiced Wednesday and Thursday. He has been limited when he's practiced as of late with his knee injury. I do expect him to play. And then other than that, guys like Kobe Durant, Puka Nacua were limited all week. So we're fairly healthy, but we do have some very key players hurting right now, and we will need them in this game. Our opposing team, the Packers, have pretty much everyone playing. Jair Alexander, Aaron Jones, Luke Musgrave, all limited. So they aren't dealing with any issues. In the Rams, hopefully Stafford plays. Hopefully Havenstein can play. Ernest Jones, I believe, will play. So hopefully it's going to be our guys, our top guys versus their top guys. May the best man win. Defensively, the Rams, I feel like this is the game where they can get multiple turnovers. Jordan Love is second in interceptions with 8. We can get this guy to make mistakes. This has been one of the slowest offenses in football in the first half. They're barely scoring. They're making a lot of comeback attempts in their wins, and even in their losses, they're getting hot late. So early on, that bodes well for the Rams to start hot, and let's finish hot. Let's give us 4 quarters of football. I'm still waiting for it, Sean McVay and company. Green Bay does have a pretty solid defense overall. You have to watch out for guys like Jair Alexander, Gray. They can give us some issues, but compared to teams we've faced this season, this will probably be, outside of Arizona and Seattle, in week one, that defense, what it was, this will probably be the easier defense that we will face so far. They do have that home field advantage. We have not been able to win at Lambeau in quite some time. That was with Aaron Rodgers. That was with Devontae Adams. So a new team, a new quarterback. The Rams really have to run the ball and play smart, efficient football. Don't be scared to go for it on 4th and 2. Let's be aggressive. Granted, our new kicker looked good, 2 for 2. Field goals, made all his extra points last week. That was in a dome. This is Lambeau, a little bit harder. Let's be aggressive when we need to be. Don't punt the ball. If it's 4th and short, let's just go for it. I'm all for that. At 3-5, the Rams really need to win this game. We are heading into our bye week, and then we play teams like Arizona, Seattle. We can make a nice run here. I know I was down on us after our loss. That was not knowing. I was thinking Stafford was going to miss time going IR, and that would just be horrible for us. But with what I believe Stafford to be back this week, I really like our chance to win, go 4-5, go into the bye week, get healthy, come back and regroup, retool this season. The NFC's weak. We can make the playoffs. I'm not saying we're going to make the Super Bowl, but let's make the playoffs for guys like Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, Rob Havenstein, these veterans. Let's do that. Green Bay is 2-5. They've lost 4 in a row, and they've played a very easy schedule. I'll bring it up. Like, ridiculous compared to us. Like, this schedule is mint. They started week 1 against the Bears. They won 38-20. Week 1, you don't know what teams there really are, so people were like, wow, the Packers are actually going to be good. They go on to lose to the Falcons 25-24. Then they beat the Saints 18-17. Another 1-point game, crazy. Then they lose to the Lions 34-20. Then they lose to the Raiders 17-13. That's a tough one. They lose to the Broncos 17-19. And they just recently lost to the Vikings 24-10. Vikings aren't a bad team, but they did lose Kirk Cousins in this game. Damage was already done, but still. I mean, they played the Falcons, Raiders, Broncos, Bears, Saints. Like, and you look who the Rams have played, and there's no comparison, right? Played 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys, Seahawks, all top teams in the NFC. Hey, we even beat Pittsburgh, and they just won last night, right? So the Rams have had a tough schedule outside of Arizona. It gets easier, but it's not an excuse. We should still win these games. If you want to be that team, you have to win those games. You can't just lose to a team just because they're on paper better than you, have a better record. We have to start stringing together some wins against tougher teams. And in general, we need to start stringing some wins. And that has to start this week. I feel the Rams do win this one. That over and under at 38.5 does seem pretty close to where I am. I'm at the Rams 24-14, so that's 38. So I would lean the under, and I would smash the Rams money line. They're giving us 3 points as dogs. If you're nervous that we're not going to win, but we're going to lose by 2-1, whatever, then take the points. But +3 to a team that's lost 4 in a row. I strongly believe that's because Matthew Stafford's injury. But nonetheless, we are underdogs in this one. I feel Rams come out on top. Then we have the bye week. I think we need this bye week. It couldn't have came at a more perfect time. If we can win this game, go 4-5 into the bye week with those easier games coming up. Seattle's not easy, but we play them well every year. We beat them outside of last year. We pretty much own them. So Ramily. The Rams win 24-14. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow me on X. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. I'm your boy Ramsaholic, and I'm out.
Coldest days. They know I always hit my shot, that's where the fucking Kobe's grave. And when I spit, it's so insane. And when you spit, they don't replay. I'm in that green Celtic starter jacket. What happened to that car, boy? Man, we thought you had it. Look, I'm a little reminder. Show up with my squad, black gloves, pinky blinders. If you run, we find ya. Gotta keep your head straight, can never look behind ya. Time to kill every rapper till these labels sign ya. Illuminati, every necklace we rock cold, and every song we drop is fire.